yes. Baron Bullshister here, Baron Bullshister. Now, why aren't you in your normal hiding place? Well, if you've been watching the videos, we've been doing some painting, and I've also had to put down some floor, you see. So I've done a video of how to put down a floor, you see. And basically, the best thing to do is get someone else in to do it for you, because it's a bit like banging your head against a brick wall. It's nice when you've finished, you see. And I've finished, and it is actually quite nice. It is quite nice, actually. Yes, it's quite nice. This is going to be the chef's room at Fartwell Manor, you see. So we've got the new chef coming, and so this is going to be his room. We've painted it, and we put the floor down. So if you want to see how to put a floor down, just carry on watching. And if you were thinking about this video was about snowboarding and not floorboarding, then you're definitely in the wrong place. So what we're going to do, we're going to lay some of this flooring. It's called laminate flooring. You see, we're going to lay this flooring, and we bought this flooring. We purchased the flooring from the Fartwell Flooring Company. Yes, and Frances has been out, and she's given me a quick demonstration of how to lay this stuff, and she said that this surface, this carpet is, I know it's an old carpet and everything, but she said it's perfectly good enough to go over the top of. I don't know if that's correct or not. She said, I don't know if we can show you, but she said it's only a thin carpet and there's no underlay, so it's probably about the same texture as the underlay that you actually buy, you see. So what we're going to do, you see, we just get your first plank, you see, and you just place it in there like so, you see. But what you've got to do, apparently, what you have to do is you have to have some packers, you see. We've got some bits of packer there, and a bit of packer there, you see, to keep it off the skirting board, so that the floor can move if it gets a little bit damp or anything. It's got to be able to move a little bit, you see. And if you don't put a gap there, then what happens is it'll bow up, you see. Now, another thing I'm going to have to show you is the last set of boards. Let's have a look at this. This is the join. You can see the join here, you see. That's the join. And this board here, where are we? So there's a join there, and a join here, you see. And what you don't want is any straight joints going across, you see. That's a join there, and so they lap. It's a bit like brickwork, you see. So we're going to put the next board in, and the next board's a long board, you see, and you're going to put it in like so. You've got to have a gap by the skirting board there, and you put it in, and there you go, you lay it in there. And look at that, easy peasy. Right, this is very, very interesting stuff here, because what we've got a bit of a problem, you see. That's what makes it interesting, you see, because we've cut this bit of board, you see, but we've got to cut it round this bit of wall, you see. We've got to cut it round the wall. So how do we do it? You see, how do we do it? So this is how we do it. This is how I've been shown how to do it anyway. Absolutely, it's a good trick. It's a good trick, this is, so I thought I'd show it to you. Now what we need to do is put a spare bit of board in this gap here first, and I've got a couple of offcuts here. So what we'll do, we just put that bit in there, you see, and then we'll put that bit in there. Look at that, you see what I've done there? So that makes, when we put this board here, it's cut to length, it makes it parallel off the other board, you see. So let's just poke that in. Can you see that? There. You can see that kind of. There we go. Now then, what to do now? So what you've got to do now is you've got to get another bit of board. You see, another bit of board, and you really want to cut this tongue off here. Cut this tongue off here. Can you see this? Cut that off. And that little bit there, like this bit that I've just done. There you go, you see that? I've cut that off, and that is the width of a board, you see. You can see that. Right, now we've done that. What you do is This is really, really clever stuff, you see. You put that in there and you mark it, you see, mark it there. And you, I'm going to put it along bit, give it another mark there, and give it a mark. Oh, here we go. Mark there, and then put that against there, you see. And that's where it's going to go round. So we mark it there. You see, that's the corner. Oh, I'm not. So that's the one. So basically, and then let's put another one. Let's put that one against. Yeah. So what we're doing, we're going against the skirting board, you see, and that's gonna give us our line, because that's parallel with the. And then we just draw this line in here. See, and it'll match up with the line going the other way. And then you cut your line out. Now, obviously, we need a bit of a gap here. We need a bit of a gap, so we need to probably cut back a bit from that line, just to give us a bit of a gap, and obviously that line there as well. So we're going to carry on and cut that there with jigsaw, you see. And then let's just see if we can fit it in place, shall we? Let's just see if we can fit it in. So just hang on, let's just get it in there, you see? There, let's get it in there, and push it down, and look at that, you see. There you go, you see, there you go. That's how you cut round it's an old fireplace. So that's how you cut round the old fireplace. Cheerio. Right. Now, what we've done, we've cut, I don't know if you can see this, we've actually cut this, what we marked earlier. We've cut it with a jigsaw, cut it out, and what I realised was, what I should have said was, we should have drilled a hole here, you see, the same thickness as the pipe, but we haven't got a drill, you see, because Benjamin the builder is not here at the moment, and he lent me his jigsaw, but he didn't lend me his drill, you see. So I've jigsawed it out, I've cut it with a jigsaw, you see. And then the other thing is, this sort of stuff, it really blunts the blades of your saw, so make sure you've got lots of spare blades. Now we're just going to see if this fits, okay? We're just going to see how this goes. I don't know if you can see this, and we just put it in there like that. Look at that, it's marvellous, 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 marvellous. Now we've got the other piece you see, that goes in the back, right? And so this goes in the back, you see. Now, I don't know if I'm going to have to move the camera or not, but this goes in the back. And what you need to do is get some activator and spray the joint, and then you get some. Oop, don't get it on yourself. Then watch out that it doesn't fall off like that. Get some super glue, and then you're gonna super glue. You're gonna, oh dear. Right, we're gonna super glue along this edge here, and along this edge here, and then we're gonna stick it in behind. And there we have it. You see, there we have it. A pucker job. You see, a pucker job. Well, that's what Benjamin says. Benjamin, or everything's pucker if it's right. Now, the other thing we do, we get one of these things, yes. And that clips around the pipe, you see, and it just hides up any defects or anything. So that's what we're going to do. We have it, you see. There we have it. It's got it all put together. Now, it could have been a bit of a better colour match. That's the only thing. The door's hitting against the flooring that we're laying. So what we've got to do, is put a bit of floor down against the door, you see, like so. Put a bit of floor against the door, and then once you've done that, you see, you'll get your pencil, get a pencil, and lay it flat, you see, and then just mark the door like so, you see, and then. As you can see, with the pencil being flat, you'll have a slight gap, and that gap will allow the door to move over the floor without scratching it. So that's how you mark your door, you see. So you can see that line there, you see, and then once we've cut the door off, that should clear the floor nicely. We've stuck some duct tape to the floor,
Right, we've stuck some. Why have we stuck some duct tape to the floor? Well, what we've got here, we've got an awkward angle, you see, of the room, you see, and we've got to get the angle for the trim, because we're putting. Wait. What we're doing, you see, is we're putting some trim round to cover the expansion gap, you see. So, and we've got to cut the angle, you see. So how do we cut the angle? Well, this is the wheeze. This is the wheeze we've come up with. So what you do, you get a something that's parallel. You see, something that's parallel. And what we've got is a level that's parallel. So and you put it like that. You see, put it like that, and then you get a pencil and you mark your you mark the edge, like so. See, and then what you do, you put it the other way. Look at this, you see, and you mark it the other way. You see. And where those two lines, where they intersect with the skirting board, you see. So you've got this angle here. So this angle comes through here, like so, where it comes through to there. That is the angle of the actual cut. So what you need now is one of these things. Now, what was this called? This was called a sliding bevel. That's what you need, a sliding bevel. So go and get yourself a sliding bevel, you see, and then you can line it up like so with your intersection points and the corner of the skirt. And that is the cut that we'd actually put your trim on there, you see, and that would be the angle that you actually cut the trim. That's what we're going to do, cut the trim at that angle, you see, and then hopefully it'll make a neat job in the corner. Look at this. Now what we've done, you see, we've cut the angle now. We've cut the angle, and you can see you can fit them in like that. There you go. You see. So once you've cut your angle, you can fit them in. Now, what I've developed. I thought I'd show you this, yes. Let's see if I can do it. Right, you get your piece of quadrant that's going around the edge, and then what you want is some adhesive. You see. Now there's several ways of doing this. You can fix it with some nails, some little pins, but I've decided to do my own method. Now, what you can do, you can stick it like this bit here is already stuck. You see, and you can use some stuff in the gun, you see, they do a sort of like a sticky sort of stuff that you can put on the glue that you can put on the back and stick it down, and that's what we've got. So if you put some of this on the actual piece of quadrant, now can I get that on the camera? Oh, there we go. Can you see that? Put some dollops on there, you see. That's another dollop. Right, so what you do, go right the way along putting dollops on. But you see, I've got space. Where are we? We've got spaces in between the dollops. Can you see that? And what you do in between the spaces, you get our good old friend. You get our good friend out, the super glue. You see, you get the super glue, and you dollop a bit on in between the gaps with the super glue. You see. And what that does, that just holds it in place while the other adhesive goes off. Well, that's what they say. They say goes off it, so it dries. It holds the super glue dries quickly and holds it in place. And then the other glue, you see, that dries and it holds it more securely. Yes, so a bit like the old posh cloche. So I don't know if I got the camera set up correctly. So basically you push it in place, you see, like so. Push it in place, like so. And then what happens is, you see, well, you've obviously got to wipe the excess glue off, you see, and you hold it in place just for a few seconds while the super glue just takes hold. And there you have it, you see, there you have it. So that's another way of fixing the quadrant to the skirting board. Hope you like it.